Hello, my beautiful soul. If you have found your way to this reading, it's not by chance. The universe truly does want to help you through whatever this is that is challenging you right now. So the messages that I am bringing through today are from the heart of the universe for your heart. So expect possibly to hear some things that maybe you weren't expecting to hear, or about different areas in your life that maybe you've lost focus on, that if you get guidance in this one area, it creates a domino effect and helps to shift things in the area that you're focused on right now, okay? So for our choices, we are doing pick by sound. So as always, timestamp will be in the description, and you can always choose more than one pile. So just close your eyes and see which of these sounds resonates for you. This will be card pile number 1. Okay, pile number 2. And pile number 3. Wonderful. Okay. So replay the sounds if you need to. You make your choice, and I am going to get us started in the reading. Hello, group number 1. It is so amazing to see you. Now, let's see. That one right here. Our first card out is Speak Your Truth. This is a hot card. It seems like Spirit really likes to bring this one out because it seems to be one of the things where we really hold ourselves back. We have the Celebrate card. We have Self-Talk. Okay, so this is a lot about expression, and I want gentleness. Yep. And let's take this one last one here. And we have advancements. Okay. So I have to say the first one that I'm going to start with is the Self-Talk card. There's certain cards that really like to come out often, and this is one of them. And this really is one of the areas where we are most challenged. And this is in how we speak to ourselves, this inner voice that we have. And this is a set of lips, and there's like these teeth, but instead of coming out like this, they're inwards because it's chewing and biting in on itself. And so sometimes we can say things to ourselves that are like, it's kind of derogatory, like, oh, you idiot, I can't believe you did that. Or it's just like, who do you think you are? Do you really think that you're able to succeed in that? And look how you failed it. And on it goes. And that self-talk card truly is a message from the universe that it is time to get this, start watching it, start catching yourself and replacing the things that you normally would say with something that is more empowering, because we have the gentleness card coming up here. And there is a big white spiral in there. Now, spirals are growth, expansion, evolution, if you want to put it that way. And part of this is saying that your means of making it through this, whatever this is that is challenging you, has to start first with your mindset and how you're talking to yourself and how you're describing your reality to yourself. And there needs to be a softer, gentler energy coming in here. And that truly stems from you. But then it's interesting because we also have the Speak Your Truth card. Now, this is a number 29, so we have that 11 energy. 11s, even though they are a master number, 11 seems to be the one that brings in the most challenges. And so with Speak Your Truth, sometimes this is talking about you speaking your truth to other people. And sometimes they use this card as a way of saying, your expression in general. So I don't feel like they're saying, oh, you're not being authentic, you're not being really you. But sometimes we hold things back to keep the peace, or we feel like who we are and what we think and what we believe will not be accepted out here. And so there's, this whole theme going on here with that really needs to be addressed and looked at. And I feel like they're talking in one way, this being in a form of manifesting, just because we have the advancements card coming up here. And so when this one comes out, it does say that there's some sort of change that's going to be happening up here not too long in the future. And this can be in career, moving home, changes in your relationships. But I feel like this is talking about an advancement in the most important relationship that you are ever going to have. And that's that one with yourself. Because the universe is saying that there are some good things coming up for you. So I'm going to hold back on that card. And I want to get out our tarot and see if we can define this a little better. This is our first one. Okay. We have the 6 of acorns. And let's go with this one here. We have the King of Shells. And there it is. We have the High Priestess. Okay. This is beautiful. And one more here. And we have the Shadow. So no surprise that the shadows come up, because that is describing exactly what this issue is that Spirit has been talking about with your expression and stuff. And sometimes we like to try to tuck away the parts of ourselves that we feel don't meet the standards of other people. And it's our dark part, or those aspects of ourselves that we feel are the most difficult to accept about ourselves. That's what this shadow card is talking about. However, it is talking about really doing your shadow work and bringing these things up to the light for an assessment, because a lot of the time how we perceive something in the dark, like a rope laying on the floor in the low lighting, can look like a snake, but you bring it out into the light and you're like, oh, it's just a rope. And a lot of the times that is actually what is happening for us inside when it comes to these aspects of ourselves. But not only that, this creates almost like a self-mastery, and it's what helps us to let go of patterns and ways of being that actually don't serve our highest good or even the highest good of others. And we have the High Priestess card there, so I feel like they're talking about this. You guys have no idea, or you're not really quite aware, I guess I should say, of just how strong, amazing, impactful that your energy is and that your presence is. Because the High Priestess is a high presence, high energy card. So she is deeply connected to intuition, to your spiritual path, to your spirituality. And also, if you just want to put it in this way, of the goddess energy. So if you're male, identify male, then your God-like energy. Okay? So the best, the highest qualities, because there's more of you to come out, to be seen, to be expressed in this world. Now, with that High Priestess card also comes wisdom, sacred knowledge, higher understanding, and it's through that intuitive faculty. And I feel like a part of them is literally almost saying, like, this higher wisdom, understanding, knowledge, this God, goddess part of yourself needs to have an expression out here in the world. But that can even look like in the mundane part of our lives as us really kind of stepping into our truth and power in our personal relationships. Okay? So we have the King of Shells. And this one is talking about being respected, being seen in your community or your personal circle of people. And there's a balance that comes in here. So I don't want to say it's like elder energy, but it's like you get your mojo on. It's almost like once you really come into that softer aspects of yourself and really get the self-talk and stop doing this to yourself, that it puts you into this really beautiful alignment and change in your life to really come into that fuller expression. And this one talks about balance. It's very much about, and I want to say with the shadow, that balancing of the light and dark so that you're coming and approaching yourself in life from a place of being in a neutral position, which isn't highly charged in either way. And that's what creates true flow in your life. But there is this energy of connecting to people in here. And then we have this Six of Acorns. This is success. This is triumph. You know, we have this great big buck. And it is that feeling of feeling within yourself like, heck yeah, I did it. Because I feel like whatever this is that is challenging you at the moment, that the biggest aspect in getting through this is you overcoming yourself, your perception of yourself, who you think yourself to be, is in reality not who you really are. And that the other card that came out here is the Celebration card. And with that one, it is literally saying there are things to celebrate, that there is a lot of good coming up here in your path. And I feel like they are directly talking about the celebration of triumphing over these things that are challenging you right now. And then that Six of Acorns is completely backing it up. So let's see what our crystal grid card has to say here. And I feel like this one, we have connection. And I feel like that's a twofold story. They're talking about not only connection to other people, but, you know, connecting to the full aspects of what's going on, more hidden, that is being hidden within yourself at this time. And we have wisdom, which is interesting because the High Priestess is sacred knowledge, wisdom, and intuition. So it's all like, honestly, a part of this message is saying, my goodness, you are the total package. It's just you need to realize that you are. And with this also does come that element of trusting yourself, trusting what you feel is the right thing to do. And sometimes what you feel is the right thing to do is a contradiction to what logically feels like the right thing to do, right? And I do have to say with that connections card, that is also bringing me into that feeling with intuition. And so this is what the universe wants you to know. And I feel like there's something coming in here where you are going to be some event or a thing, something happening where you actually feel like, oh my God, I feel directed by the universe. I feel like I'm being guided and held and loved through this situation or through this challenge, and that you are going to make it quite well in the end. So I am going to say, don't stress about it. Just keep going and keep doing the work. There it is. Now, we are lovely. So this is our animal spirit totem, and we have the ladybug. So she is about good luck in a way. However, the other part of her message is that, is there really luck in this world? And a lot of the times we are consciously or unconsciously creating the circumstances around us through our creative force of manifesting. So I do feel like that is part of that. But I feel like where I was saying, I feel like there's an event or a situation or something is going to be happening here that you feel like that spiritual intervention is happening to help unclog this, whatever seems to be feeling stuck with this challenge. And that's why the ladybug has come up, because she is that divine little miracle, or that, lady luck or little angel sitting on your shoulder to help you through this. So I am going to say, I know that it seems like it's a lot and it's challenging, but it isn't nearly as challenging or insurmountable as this is telling you. So start with that, the self-talk, getting that in order, and the rest is going to follow. Spirit is going to step right in here and help you. Now, I hope you liked your reading. If you did, please do sprinkle some love on the like button for me. And as always, I love you. I cannot wait to see you again. Mwah. Take care. Hi, group 2. How are you? Okay. So let's see what message. Oh my goodness. We have the liftoff card. Okay, so let's put that down there. I see this one right here is calling to me too. We have the new directions. Okay, so there's some big change here that's coming up. We have the intimacy card. Okay, and there it is right there. We have the Om, O-M, Om. And let's get one more. That's not it. I can feel that. There it is. And we have the on target card. Okay, so with this card coming out, I really feel like the two things that they're talking about here, with the new directions card coming out, this is talking about a change, whether that's moving, new career, new relationship. There's new. And this is like doing a 180. I think it would be similar to the wheel in the tarot deck, because it's like whatever trajectory or path that you're on right now, it's almost like there's this change in the opposite direction that is happening or is coming up. So, however, I have to say one of the areas where this change is happening is in the personal relationship department, because we have the intimacy card here. And this is like a rose with these two spirals coming in at each other. And that intimacy card is talking about the building of a relationship where you feel like you can truly let down your guard. And I have to say, with what this is coming in, I feel like there might be one intimate relationship where you really are feeling challenged, or you are feeling challenged in the area of relationship, whether that's with family, friends, intimate partners, the whatnot. And I have to say, the OM card, OM, this is a throat chakra card, very much so. OM. And this one is talking about taking more time to have your mini breaks from the world, to quiet the mind, to settle your energy, to connect in. And whether that means, formally sitting down and doing a full, 20-minute meditation, or even taking, 5 or 10 minutes to just sit, settle, feel your body. It's about coming back into yourself and coming back into center. But there's also something that's talking about the opening and the movement of energy through the throat chakra and through the heart chakra. So there's a blockage in this area that the universe is talking about here, and that is directly affecting or influencing how things are happening for you as far as your ability to make these deep connections with other people. And that's why that New Directions card is there, because it's talking about a change in that area for you. And this is a positive change, because I have to say, whatever it is that you're wanting to go for, whether that's a person that you are wanting to connect in with, or a group of people, or whoever this is, big players here. We have the On Target card, and we have the Liftoff card. And the Liftoff card is saying that things are about to take off. So, that feeling of feeling challenged and stuck, and how to make my way through, the Spirit is literally saying, I need you to know from the truth in your heart that things are about to shift, and they are going to be uplifting. This is joyous. This is celebratory kind of energy that comes with that Liftoff card. And it's a, oh my gosh, finally kind of energy. And then we have On Target. So I feel like whatever this is that you're wanting, and what you're wanting to create for yourself and create in your life, you are going after or wanting exactly what it is that is in alignment with your higher self, with your soul and your spiritual path. So let's get out our tarot and see what that one right there is calling me. We have the Queen of Crystals. Okay. And I want this one. Oh my goodness, Queen of Shells. Okay. And let's see, this one. We have the Awakening card. Beautiful. And let's see here. That's the one right there. And we have the Three of Shells. Okay. Now, it's interesting that the Three of Shells came out, because that again is another relationship card. So I feel like it's talking about two different things, because one part of it, it's talking about that energy that I said to you. It's very celebratory. And that's like the Three of Shells is merriment, joy, celebration, and that kind of energy. And so I know that they are talking about that coming in. However, for some, this can represent a third person party situation where you feel like you are not the one that your person wants. Now, I don't do relationship readings and that sort of thing, because I feel like it can be a little bit unhealthy if you're watching too many. Do they want me? Are they thinking of me? Are we going to get together? But it has come out in the cards, and I have to read what's here. So if you are in that sort of situation, I have to say that there's some higher understanding, insights that are going to be happening for you with that, because we have the awakening card. And that is truly, the Om was saying, the universe is saying, you need to come back into center. You need to come back into yourself and take that time out to start reconnecting in here. And then we have the awakening card, which is talking literally about enlightenment and this spiritual unfolding that is happening for you. And it's almost like saying, you want this intimate, true love, relationship, intimacy. But there's more going on to this story than you are seeing at your current situation, at your current time. And that's what leads me over here to this. We have the Queen of Shells. And so with that, she also does represent intuition and all the feminine aspects, divine feminine aspects. However, one of her messages is that we can get a little bit off balance and off kilter in getting stuck in the emotional body. And I feel like that is the area why this meditation is coming up, because it's important to be doing the processing and cleansing and releasing that needs to happen. Because with the Queen of Shells, it's saying you can end up stuck in that kind of like emotional reactive state. And this is about you coming into that really beautiful balance state. So it's not that you are going to chuck your emotions away, but that they're regulated. That's what I want to say. Instead of coming from a place of dysregulation, you're in a much more regulated state. And then we have the Queen of Crystals. And while this one is talking about abundance and prosperity, and she does talk about security, but I feel like this is talking about security within yourself and security within the relationships of the people who are here or coming into your life. That it's about, being rich in multiple ways, not just financial abundance. But I have to say, I ended up putting that Queen over in this area with the on target. So I feel like that's another side message, that whatever is going on in the finances department, that is going to be working it out. If there's something you're wanting to go for, I need to say go for it. But I feel like this situation is going to work out with this third person. But whether that's them leaving or you leaving and saying, you know what, I deserve better than that. If you want to be involved with that person, you go ahead. Because this is such an empowerment energy that is coming in for you. And with that 180, either they are going to make a 180 or you are. It's just difficult for me to hone in on this because it's a group reading, right? But either way, there is change coming in this department. Oh, it's bloom. That is beautiful, because that really does fit and suit our awakening card. Because with that awakening, it's like one of the words that sits on this card is renewal. And then we have the bloom card, which is a 69 energy, which is the 69 looks like the yin yang. It's that balance. And I feel like they're talking about this really stable balance energy, that you can actually renew your soul, renew your sense of self, and come into a much more regulated place. Insight. Yes. And that is exactly the energy that I was hoping that they would say, because I feel like there's more information going on in your situation that you are not, you don't have all the facts here. You don't know exactly what's going on. And I feel like that insight, the information is coming, and I feel like it's in a twofold in this situation, but also huge, profound insights even into your own self. If you are not in any type of relationship and third party thing, then I have to say that I feel like this is really coming into that balanced place of one or more person coming into your life, or a group of people creating a new circle of friends that truly do bring in that joy, merriment sort of energy. Okay. Now we have one last card here, and we're just going to shuffle it up, and let's get, no, where is it? That's it. I know it as soon as I touch it, it tingles almost. Okay. So this is whatever spirit energy that is coming in for you here. And we have Fox. Now, with Fox, it does say, be open to romance. So, if you are questioning whether or not things are going to work out, I have to say, I feel like Fox is actually answering that. And again, Fox is like light and playful energy. That lightness of energy really does come in here. And there is another part of this, which is about the cleverness of Fox, which I feel feeds right into that insights card that we have, that there is more information, knowledge, understanding here. And one of the words that's on this card, I think it's on the card. Oh, it is. Okay. It says, you are smart and swift, right there. And like, give yourself more credit than you have been. Give yourself credit, okay? You are a wise little soul. You know exactly what is right for you and what is not right for you. And it's important that you're honest with yourself in that. But the other word that I really wanted to point out was swift. So I feel like, the universe wants to say to you, this is working out for you in the end. It absolutely is. And I feel like this is not over months and months and months. This is happening, like the energy is shifting as you're watching this video. So I expect it to come out here very, very quickly. Now, I hope you liked your reading. If you did, please do sprinkle some love on the like button for me. And as always, you know I love you. I can't wait to see you again. Mwah. Take care. Hi, group 3. Okay. So let's see what message Spirit has for you. We have the creative card. And I feel like I need the one on, we have Femme Divine. Okay, so this is definitely creative force flow energy coming through. We have the cellular healing. Oh my goodness. Okay. So cellular healing is healing on some level, whether that's emotionally, mentally, physically. We have the shining star. And let's get out one more. And I feel like blossoming. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I have to say we have an 11 right off the bat here with that blossoming card. And that talks about, you're not at the stage where you're just a little seedling. Like you're at this place where you're ready to open up to something, whatever this is. Now, I know that you're feeling challenged and you need guidance through whatever this is. So I just want to start with this blossoming card, which is an 11. And it's funny because an 11 came out in reading number 1. So like I say, with 11, with the master numbers, 11 is the one that holds the most challenge. So it's like this is where there's a tremendous amount of growth. And that blossoming card is saying you're not in this part or stage, if you want to put it that way, where you're just starting to plant seeds. You know, you've planted seeds. They have been watered, sunshined, and warmed, and you've got this little bud, and you are ready to open. And that blossoming card is really, it's talking about really opening up in your life, whether that's spiritually or in the material, physical world. In some way, there's this opening that is happening for you. But what's interesting is we have the cellular healing here. And with this card, you know, like I said, it can be physical, mental, spiritual healing. And this looks like a cell within our body. And this is almost like the mitochondria. And that's all in green, which, you know, green represents healing energy, but it also represents the heart chakra. And the purple represents the crown. And with this, this feels more to me like I'm sure that there are some of you who are still working on healing certain aspects of yourself or your body. Absolutely. But it feels like you guys have been doing the work. That's what this is talking about to me. And for some of you, I have to say, you guys are natural healers, that this has come out. It's a part of what you do, even if what you do doesn't seem like it directly has anything to do with healing, even if you had some sort of cooking show on YouTube or something, that the energy of what you do brings about healing or helps facilitate healing in others, okay? But that tells me that you guys have been doing the work, because there is such an opening of the energy here. So if you are feeling challenged, I feel like I really need to reassure you that it is going to be okay. Everything that Spirit is showing me here is saying, like, we are so with you and supporting you in this next stage that you are just ready to move into. You're ready. It's happening. It's going to happen. It's already happening. With the Femme Divine card and the Creative card coming out here. So this one is talking about all the feminine, you know, divine feminine energies, such as intuition, nurturing, caring, all of those things. It tells me that that energy within you is in a place of flow now. And I'm saying that you are in that flow because we also have the Creative card. Now, intuition and creativity come through the same faculty, and we take that energy, information, and we utilize it and use it either in the form of intuitive information or creating things. And so that Creative card can be talking. Some of you might have some creative projects on the go right now, but it doesn't always mean traditional arts, you know, like drawing, painting, writing, dancing, singing. It can be doing things that are entrepreneurial or doing things in a new way, in a different way that hasn't really been done like this before. So there's that new starter kind of energy that comes in here. And I feel like because they're saying you've done the work on yourself, you've come into this place of healing, and now you're opening up into the world with something really beautiful and amazing that brings about some sort of healing or betterment for other people in this. Now, if you don't feel like you are quite there yet, I'm going to say just hang on and hear this message through, because this is a group reading and each of us are at a little bit of a different stage with this. But this energy is is like right here opening up right now. because we have the Shining Star card. And it's rare when I make fractals, it's rare for actual shapes that are recognizable to show up in them. And this is number 2. And so it's talking about that balance. There's that Libra balancing of energies. But the biggest message with this card is you are this amazing, brilliant light. You are a sparkly soul. I have to say that. And whatever this is coming up, coming forward, this is something that you are completely in alignment with soul-wise, as far as what your soul wanted to do and experience in this world and to be in this world. And this is a time of you really gathering all of these beautiful gifts, strengths, and talents you have and going, okay, I am going to bring this out into the world. I can do this. There is something for you that you have to share in this world. You absolutely do. But I want to get out the tarot because I feel like here, we'll go this way. There's way more to this message, that spirit, and that is the one right there. Okay, we have the 6 of crystals. So when those little marmosets, that one is about gratitude and feeling good, feeling like you've got your mojo on. Page of shells. Aha. Okay. So we've got the page, and that one is a lot about intuition, transformation. I love that this card has come out because you guys have been and are still going through, I have to say, a huge transformation. And we have the 6 of shells, which is, this is a very happy card. It does talk about joy, like literally one of the words on this card is joy. And the word is sentimental, or I think that one says sentiment, but it is about being sentimental. And so I feel like a part of this, what they're talking about, is a releasing of your past. Because we have the transformation card and the 6 of shells sitting together, they came out together, and that transformation card is equal to the death card. So it is talking about a moving away from the past, from the way that things have been previously. So if you've been in a bad state of health or, a very challenging state of emotional or mental well-being up to this point, I'm really going to say that that is not how it is going to continue for you guys, because we have this card. And it's the ability to not be hounded or haunted with the 6 of shells, not to be haunted by your past, but be able to look at your past, look back at it without attachment, and to go, thank you, universe, for the lessons and learning that the hurt and the healing has happened in here for you. And that is what the universe is talking about, that you are moving up into. And then we have both the 6 of crystals and this page of shells. Now, that page of shells, it does say that there's, like, I'm going to say you've got to expect some sort of written communication, some sort of, even, it doesn't have to be in writing, but there's like communication of somebody giving you a boost in some way. And so whether that's, somebody leaves you a really nice message on social media, I don't know what that is, but that is another little element with that card. And with this one, it does talk about an increase of your intuition and inspiration. It's like the creative winds kind of blow in here. And I have to say, you have to be careful of the charmers, because sometimes you end up with this card, you end up encountering people who are sweet talking, very charming, but maybe don't always have your best interest at heart. So I just need to say to be mindful of that, to look out for that. But the big part of this is there is an opening that's coming with your intuition. And that is exactly what I was saying with this creativity card, that intuition and creativity is the same energy. So there's something huge in your intuitive process that is blossoming, opening, and shining as well. And then with this card, these marmosets, it is gratitude, but there's also this feeling of camaraderie and connection. And like, I've got my little community. And even if it's just you and one or two friends, it's just that feeling of belonging that comes in here. So I have to say, between these two, I feel like they are really truly talking about coming into this place of like joy and gratitude and feeling like you've got your strength back, you've got your mojo on, that you've got this. That's the energy that comes in here with this. So let's get out our crystal grid cards. That's the one there. Oh my goodness. And it's intuition again. Okay. So that's kind of funny that twice now you've gotten it. So they are really backing it up. And that's the one there. And the compassion card, which completely makes sense. Because I feel like I want to say, don't rush out and rush yourself with whatever is going on. That you need to have just a little more patience with yourself, a little bit of compassion from where you have been up into this point and in moving forward. That softer energy, that more gentle energy of that feminine, to really embrace that and take that on, and to really come from a place of like, you know what, I love myself and I forgive myself, and it's okay if I feel like I'm not doing everything right or 100% perfect. I'm doing it. And that is exactly what matters here, is that you are doing it. You're doing the work that you need to transform your life and to come out here and shine and have all the support of the universe in here with it. And I feel like you guys are going to feel more intuitively connected. Like, you're going to feel like, yeah, you know what? Spirit does have my back. I'm getting the signs. You know, you see the numbers or the signs, that feather, that dime you find on the ground, or, you know, whatever your signs are. That energy definitely comes in here with us. We're just going to pull one of these these are our spirit totem cards, and I find they can be so powerful. We have the lion, higher calling. Oh my goodness. Okay. So this one is talking about you having all the courage you need, that you have that strength within you. And the big message with this card is saying it's time to let go of the past and reclaim your life and reclaim yourself. And again, that's what that transformation card was talking about, is that releasing and letting go. And this talks about your tribe right down here, your tribe. So, you know, it's time for you to be that king of your jungle and to really step into your gifts now, and to step out from a place of recognizing that you're way more healed than maybe you're giving yourself credit for, and that you have a lot more impact and influence in helping others to heal also than perhaps you've been giving yourself credit for. But look ahead, because Spirit is with you on this. You are going to feel these things blooming in your life. This is so beautiful. I hope you liked your reading. If you did, please sprinkle some love on the like button for me. And as always, You know I love you. I can't wait to see you again. Mwah. Take care.